dangers on all sides. I'll take any job.
I'll take the night watch of death's work anyway.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Always another errand to see to. Starts complaining. I'll have an early supper.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well. Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? If I sleep on my woes, may have no go away. Living's hard.
I've been on my feet all day. Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Finally, you want to make hay before the sun shines. Need anything? Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Would that I could spend all day here.
Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
At least here I can let down my hair. Some of the pictures such as this.
Oh, a ferry stone. With that in hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
'Tis not an item to be squandered.
I long for the times when I was all...
Now, there's a worthy prop.
Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Wonder if there's any. Hope this job plays out.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
I shall brook no knave to ruin this merriment.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid.
My back's so stiff after a day's patrol.
What is true peace?
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Wearing armor all day feels
One must message each other.
This can't be how it ends.
There! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I shan't let them harm you.
That's it!
Huzzah!
Not good will come of this.
What in the world?
Off with you.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
What is true peace? Shall answer for this.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He said people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Pray, sir, seek out the Jadeite Orb for me. My life depends upon it. As for where to look, you could try asking a bandit, or someone who's apprised of illicit dealings. Might not be easy getting them to talk, mind.
Let me think on this.
The more the merrier. I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've got wares of every ilk.
Hope to see you again ere long.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you? Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
The right to decide is yours alone, Master.
Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb? Larcenous deeds are the ken of bandits. Mayhap one of their ilk could point you in the right direction.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rodge. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rodge was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Please, stranger, bring my Rodge back to me.
I truly appreciate your offer to aid us with this, friend. Had you not spoken up when you did, I fear Morris would have rushed straight into the jaws of those fell beasts. I know he's in pain. I am too. But trying to resolve this ourselves would only serve to add more corpses to the pile. Oh, I should tell you. I heard someone in town witnessed Roger's abduction. He may have some inkling of where the creatures took the boy. Pray, do what you can to bring Rodge back to us.
Quit acting so chummy.
Have you need of me?
a lesson in something.
Peruse at your leisure.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it?
Shame there aren't as many folk spinning tall tales in the tavern of late. I rather enjoyed hearing the one about the Gigantus. Have you heard it? 'Tis said to descend in times of conflict, scattering friend and foe alike, and leaving only death and ruin in its wake. Sounds like the last thing we need, doesn't it?
Aye. Ought to report, have you?
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature...
Well, this is no good. Piss off. I'm sick of looking at ye.
Aye, I met Rodge over by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked what he was doing with it, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jaws. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this.
Bed calls, and I shan't...
Begging your pardon, sir, but I'm on...
I only work when I fancy, but I get by.
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be
What must needs be done? Somehow my feet always carry me.
I'm not here to talk. I'm on...
Pray, sir, seek out. As for where to look, you could try asking a bandit.
If you don't mind, sir.
I'm unsure how best...
Could it be aught's befallen the cenotaph? I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. If I cannot dissuade you from pressing onward, perhaps you'd consider passing by the...
Aye? What is it?
Let me think on this.
Have a gander at my wares. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Greetings, sir. And we see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry. Go on, have a look.
Surely I'm over...
I'm in no mood for talk.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business with you. Reckon trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but... Here, at least, you'll find many thanks.
Whatever am I to do? My, you are persistent.
Weren't you listening? Would you be so kind? Larcenous deeds are the ken of bandit.
A chest? What harm could there be in having a peek?
Aye. I met Rodge by the Senate. He had what looked like a bundle of... He would say no more than... Yet no sooner had I turned... I charged to his aid. But a war... Poor lad. His cry... Pray help him if you can, sir.
Not good will come of this. I'll sleep like a lord.
What? This again? I am aware of the situation, sir. I feel bad for the lad, but I don't have time to go chasing after every child who goes missing. Monsters are a fact of life in these parts. It is not the first time they've preyed on some poor villager, and it shan't be the last. There's nary a thing I can do about it.
How might I be of assistance?
Should you aspire, clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military's purview, you see. But our hands are oft overfull with culling, and the bodies will decay over time. And
No time to talk, I'm afraid. I'm
not taking any passengers, just...
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
You'll never believe this, but the other day, I saw an elven woman and a dwarven man walking hand in hand. Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf in the same room and they'll be trading blows before you can blink. Mayhap my eyes deceived me.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid.
There are quite a few beastrons are in Batal, but you scarce see them this side of the border. Strange that, considering some say Vermund was a beastron kingdom in bygone days. Mayhap you've seen those headless statues on roads and such? Tellies, they're meant to be depictions of a beastron ruler. Couldn't tell you whether any of that's true or not, mind. 'Tis simply aught I overheard at the tavern.
All this worrying's giving me
might I
achy
be of
back.
service?
Welcome, sir. If you've a change of vocation, after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of do come again.
The flowers that bloom around here, from what I can glean, The petals absorb this. Isn't that unusual?
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Is this where you're hiding?
It seems they bear us ill will.
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I suppose there is such a thing as too much sleep. To fear us.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapon sheathed.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'll go and open the chest. We have found a material.
Different
Combinations of materials result in different reactions.
My Rodge fires blades! Use it well!
Forgive me, but there's another matter I've been bursting to speak of. Namely, is your pack not overburdensome? You carry so much, I worry for your poor spine. Look, oxen! How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
I've just remembered a curious rumour I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences. For those around them. Worse still, Paul never knows they're sick. They just become restless and flippant and won't heed the Arisen.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Did anyone else see that? Orc catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look. I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
You've given me much to think about.
Hang in there, Master! I am coming to assist! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Nicely done!
I'll put an end to this, Bowmaster.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
An ogre.
I grant you roaring flame. Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
There's a tendency we might exploit. To do so would be to court danger. I will protect you.
fist and true, and our quarry shall fall. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my eye.
Keep gazing upward, you're like you've got a well-aimed strike right where it hurts. Ensure your next attack is no less hard.
I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
What fails to destroy us only enhances.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us.
Green Rockmaster! Goblins!
Douse the flames before it is too late!
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. I grant you fire's blades! Use it well!
Why must we walk the forest a night?
We shall have to be all the more wary, till sunup casts the shadows away.
Well fought, Arisen.
People like that and we'll be done here soon enough. That was certainly worthwhile.
Items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanism.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
A useful bauble, the ferry stone, which will allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
It is not an item to be squandered.
I shan't allow any further harm to come.
Master! What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves! How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Shall we report our results?
Got to keep it together.
It is overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen. I should only hope I serve to satisfaction. It will be an honor to serve by your side. Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
I knew it to be so.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The hour may be growing late, but I'm in no need of a rest just yet.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Lucky us. That's worth taking. The sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Not sure I can handle this.
Need anything?
Rodge? Rodge! Is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle! You're alive and in one piece! Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush! You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Huzzah! You done it!
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
What will our next adventure have in store for us, I wonder?
Long as I live, I shall ne'er forget this. I offer you my humblest thanks once again.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, that some clean forgotten.
Well, hello there, sir. What can I do you for? Not that I really need to ask. Ah, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day.
Do come again?
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting... How goes the collection? Any progress? Do come again.
Only the Arisen can become a mystic spear hand, you know.
Our master ascends to heights beyond our reach.
Hold out.
Great. We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to... Interested in my wares?
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
For one day.
What work needs doing? What was it I had planned for tomorrow?
Wonder if there's any
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Not sure I can handle this.
mind than mine to solve this.
Off with you. Welcome, after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Do come again. Well met, son. How am I... To be of service.
Wonder if there's any...
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well, there's always demand for weapons. particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every... the other day. Do you come again?
is.